When I apply for my ERISA disability benefits, why do they ask me what I do around the house? My job was not a house cleaner, so why are they asking me these questions? Well, you're going to be asked to complete a lot of forms in the course of your ERISA disability claim. And one of those forms is an activity of daily living form. And one of the dumb questions I think that they ask is what you do around the house. Okay? And you're thinking, well, what does this have to do with anything? Because I'm a stockbroker, or I'm a this or a that, but I'm not a house cleaner. Well, there are two reasons why they ask that particular question. And the first is it goes to your credibility and consistency about what it is you're telling your doctor about your functional capabilities. So, for example, you might have a back problem and you claim that it prevents you from doing your own occupation as a computer programmer. The computer programmer is going to sit all day and work on the computer. But you tell your doctor that, you're doing some work for neighbors who want to set up a website. Well, the fact that you're sitting down helping a neighbor set up a website is inconsistent with physically what it is you're claiming you can't do, even if it's just sitting for a short period of time. Now, the second reason that they are asking these questions is they want to get a clue as to how you organize your life in view of your disability. So, for example, if you have back problems, you may have to sit in a recliner. You may have to get up every 15 to 20 minutes. You might have to change positions. You might not be able to sit in a car, for example, longer than 30 minutes going to your doctor's. You might not be able to stand at the kitchen sink for more than 15 minutes or carry laundry to the laundry room, putting it in the washing machine, taking it out, folding it, that sort of thing. So they're trying to equate those activities of daily living with how long you can sit, stand, walk, stoop, how much you can lift. And what they're going to be doing is measuring those answers against what is in your medical records, and then they're going to look at your occupational description to determine whether or not the activities that you're doing at home can be the equivalent of those kinds of activities in the workplace. I know they're trying to make this inference, if you will, this speculative leap, and it doesn't sound right, but that, of course, is what they're trying to do, because ultimately they're trying to determine if your comments are consistent or inconsistent, what you've told your doctor. Is your doctor relying on what it is you're saying? Can we argue that none of this matches and that the doctor is relying on your report of what you can and cannot do? And by the way, we so much disagree with what the claimant is saying, we're going to put surveillance and we're going to catch them doing something they say that they couldn't do, or catch them doing more than they say they could do on these activity of daily living forms. And then we're going to take it back to the doctor, and we're going to have the doctor address these restrictions and limitations again in view of the client's own statements in the activity of daily living form and the surveillance. You can see this is all a lead up to a claim denial or termination. So you have to be answering these forms accurately and correctly and with some degree of detail. It's better, I think, that you have an experienced ERISA disability attorney to help you complete these forms, particularly if your claim has been accepted. Now you're thinking, why would I do that? Well, because again, disability carriers are always looking for a reason to deny or terminate benefits. And one of their tools in the toolbox is what you put on those activity of daily living forms. If you have any questions about your rights to disability benefits, call me today at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation.